Chair of the Harris campaign and misspoke earlier. Apologies for that, saying that we will not hear from Kamala Harris tonight, but we will hear from her tomorrow. We've got Julian Castro here. What do you make of that? What are your tea leaves showing you?
It reminds me of John Podesta coming out at the Jacob Javits Center around the same time. Maybe that was a little bit later in 2016.
If I recall, the race hadn't been called.
Had not been.
He first came out.
It was called probably an hour and a half later, if I remember correctly. Look, I think it's important to note this is a different year.
Trump gets
There are still
Michigan,
votes to be counted. None of those battleground states have been counted, but it feels eerily similar to 2016.
The parallels are really striking if you're there at the Javits Center, which I was, to see not the candidate herself come out, but to see, in this case, Cedric Richmond, just as John Podesta came out. And again, I think the themes, one of the questions that we were looking at in 2016 was the fact that Hillary Clinton didn't visit Michigan, for example. This was very different. Vice President Kamala Harris went everywhere.
She showed up in Wisconsin.
But again, her messaging, and we all noted this at the time, her closing messaging really focused on the issue of democracy, when polls showed issues like the economy, like reproductive rights, were really the top issues for voters. So that's undoubtedly.
Although I know there's a bold threats to democracy is the number one issue. It's just that it's in the eye of the beholder. It needs different things. And Mark Waters here, a veteran of the Republican campaigns, of the Trump campaign in 2020, I mean, threat to democracy, I think is, the pollsters, we're going to all have to come and workshop a different way of putting it, because for some, for Democrats, it certainly means January 6th and some of those, extra legal, not legal moves to try to hold on to power in 2020. For Republicans, it might mean cultural changes to the way our way of life, things that threaten. There could be a number of cultural issues that they think are just as existential.
Look at the difference in that crowd.
The direction of the country.
Look at them sad ass Dumbo cracks. They're so upset for Dumbo cracks.
It is the use of the lawfare, whether it was in New York, whether it was the special
Look at Trump headquarters, he's
for
dancing.
things that really,
Yeah.
as we often describe it, the New York case was about accounting and a paperwork issue. And yet he was, fined hundreds of millions of dollars, faces jail time. So those kinds of things, I think, also resonate for many. But I know we talked about a lot about the 2016. I was on that campaign as well with then Governor Pence, obviously part of the Trump campaign. It reminds me of 2016 in so many ways because of the theory. It's not you have to win wow counties, or you have to be. I'll use the McDonald's reference because it's an iconic photo. He supersized 2016 and said, I'm going to grow my rural numbers, and then I'm going to take them up another level even more.
Well, as we go to a commercial break, there's the side-by-side picture. If you were just tuning into all this, the pictures speak loudly. On the left, the Harris campaign headquarters for the night is people packing up and leaving, told they will not see the candidate tonight as they process some unhelpful trends for them. On the right side, the Trump gathering in West Palm Beach tonight, where we have seen dancing and celebration. Again, the race has not been called yet, but they, like everyone else watching, some interesting trend lines that seem to be pointing in that direction. We'll take a break here. Still be with us, and we'll be right back. 60% voting. I've seen a lot of red lining up and down Lake Michigan. And for a while,
Real. Make America great again, y'all.